King's Club, King Harold here with you for professional Baccarat player. With a full-time professional or for the side hustler who wants to have another revenue stream, we're here to try to help you out. We'd love for that to happen. We have several in the kingdom that are playing that way right now. We had Chuck Ritter out there, Bill Latta out there, and Soup Campbell's out there, King John's out there in Vegas, and we had KC Steve do some playing as well. So we got several in the kingdom that are making a little side hustle money at this, and we'd love for you to join them. So if you come in here tonight, you can ask me any questions, and we're gonna do a different little instruction tonight. Hey Ron, welcome. I'm going to do a little different instruction tonight because I think I've been getting something wrong, and I've got several people in the kingdom that have tweaked a little bit on our actuarial thing, and so I'm going to play actuarial only tonight as an instructive kind of thing to see can I get it right and figure it out because I've got a lot of people here that know exactly how they play it, and however they tweaked it, I want to know, and I want to learn exactly how they are doing it as well. So we're gonna do a little bit of actuarial tonight on this lovely Saturday night. Brian Brown is here, and Chuck Ritter has been playing some good baccarat out there, and Gary Sherinian's here. Kevin Strauss here. Good evening. Trish Graves, welcome. Ron is killing it at the casino. Also, you got. I mean that just thrills me. I uh, I say two things. The casino is the toughest road game in the world. It's even tougher than IU having to go to Iowa and try to win today. It's a tough place to go play. You go play by their rules with them officiating the games and them setting up the games and them making the betting rules for you, and you've got to try to make the money. So it's a very very tough place to make money, and I caution everybody about it right away. But I also say I don't like them. They take money from everybody. They ruin families. They ruin marriages. They ruin people's lives. People that have gambling problems get caught up in it. And that's one of the beauties of this group here. There's no wild gamblers here. There are investors. There are people trying to make some money as a side hustle all the time. And we have found out ways to do it. Now, tonight we're going to play um, actuarial only. So, in some ways, this is instructive uh, because there's no telling how it's going to end up. So, I might end up getting my head handed to me, but I'm not going to play the chop, but the pair and the quad and the quint, or even the chop pair and the triplet. Not going to play any of that. Hey Frank, good evening. Um, so we're going to get started right away, and I think I've got something here that we can bet with. So I was told today to count that banker at the bottom right there as the first, and we got banker, player, banker. That's what we've got. At banker, player, banker, our response would be banker, banker, player. So if we lose, the way I'm playing it right now is if we lose on the first bet, I'm going to recalculate. But for right now, we're going to bet the banker, and I'm going to be martingaling. Don't get mad at me about that because I just want to try to keep it simple tonight. $100 bets, straight up martingales, and we're going for a $100 session win. Nice and simple, nice and clean. We have got a banker, player, banker up there, so we're going to have to bet $100 on the banker right now. First bet, here it is, and this is the martingale playing. And after we lose on the first one like that, I want to recalculate. Now I'll find out from you guys whether you like that or not. But we now have player, banker, player, and that gives us a player bet. Player, banker, player gives us a player bet for $200 because we have player, banker, player here. So we bet $200 on the player and see what happens there, actuarial style. Oh, okay, King, you're just doing so good. Okay, so we'll recalculate. I don't know if I should be doing this or not, but you guys can tell me. We got banker, player, banker. So I'm going to bet $400 on the banker. Doesn't matter where it goes. Instructive in nature. Hey, Bill Latta. going to reduce it down on me. Okay, so we got a martingale of $800 coming up since I'm proving how many hands I can lose. Soup Campbell might come in and say, "You're not supposed to recalculate every time, you've already won." And he's probably right. So I don't know that yet. So we'll wait and see. Player Banker Player gives us a $800 bet on the player. And I'm just going to keep going with it because we're just trying to figure this thing out as we go. So that gives us a one martingale win. So we started out with $3,435,000. We're at $3,435,100. We have one session in the books as a win. And because it was the martingale, we got it at 1, 2, 4. We lost 3 straight bets. We won the 4th. So all you got to do is win the 1 when you're martingaling, although it is an ugly thing to do sometime. Okay, so we got 2 player wins up there. We're going to have to play a ghost hand here. Andrew, welcome, buddy. So what do we got? We got 3 players. I'd like to chop that, but we're not playing that tonight. So now we've got another bet coming up here. If I'm doing this right, we got player, banker, player. Player, banker, player is a player bet for $100. And there's the second session win. Now, if I understand this right, the player, banker, player gave us a player win. So if I understand this right, you continue on. We start session 3 with the second bet because we won. We only recalculate and restart after a loss. So after we won this first time, player, banker, player, here, we bet player, we won. So the next bet's player again for $100. This is trying to get the third session win. We have 2 already. So there's the $100 bet. That's the second of the 3. Okay, so with that loss, we're going to recalculate, see where we are. Okay, we don't have a bet yet. The bet will be $200 whenever we get it. So the martingale has a player, banker, player. Gives us a player bet for $200. So there's 3 sessions. We're up $300. I should have lost all those all along, but anyway, it doesn't matter. 3,435,000 is where we started. We're at 3,435,300. 300. We're playing $100 sessions, martingaling, and we're playing actuarial. So we just won there, and we had player, banker, player. So we had a player bet, and we won it there. Player, banker, player, if we continue on, says to bet player again. So we're going to try to win our 4th session with a $100 bet on the player. Since we didn't lose, we're going to stay with it. Let's see how it works out. Didn't work out so good. Okay, so we got the martingale up. We're going to have a ghost hand here. Or maybe 1 or 2 or 3. We're trying to win the 4th session. Sometimes it's the toughest one to win. So we got player, banker, player. That causes us to make a player bet for $200. Instructional tonight. This is just instructive in nature. Tough push with the 8s there. They say panda, panda. That's what they start yelling. And there is the 4th session win, $3,435,400. Now this is to go back a little bit of explanation. Let me see what some folks are saying here. Saturday Night Live, that's what it is. You guys mess around, I'll tell you the orange kangaroos in Denmark joke again. Um, so this was Martingale 4 times. We won 4 sessions, just like we've won every session for almost 2 years now. We've never lost at simulations. We've never lost in the live play either. Never lost at Shelbyville. We played for 4 straight days at South Point Casino in Las Vegas, and we won. We netted a profit of $3,800, plus we got the hotel room every night for free. We did that in Las Vegas, so we know what we do. It still doesn't change the fact that the casino is a very dangerous place to be, and it's you've got to respect it. You've got to stay very much under control of what you're doing. This is the William Penny plan of this actuarial, and like I showed tonight, I want you guys that are playing this out there to send me some emails on corrections of mistakes that I may have made, because I want to get them right. But William Penny, who was a mathematician, his whole goal was to make determinations of what would the next 3 coin flips be. Now, I don't think it's any coincidence. Matter of fact, I don't even believe in coincidences, by the way. But we started talking this a week ago, and people do watch us, and people do copy us. And I always say, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, and many are doing it. If you've been watching YouTube lately, you've been seeing this very thing right now. And they do credit William Penny with the coin tosses, and I've seen several today alone that are showing this strategy. But we've got smart guys out there that have made some tweaks to it, and I do appreciate that. So if I've made some errors here on what we were playing, I certainly would like to hear from you guys. But I also would like to do one other thing before we go. So last night we played chop pairs and chop triples. So I am going to do something here. Just look at this landscape that we have, and do a quick autopsy on it with a $100 up uh, up 10 units of 10, down 9 units of 9. So go up $100 after losses, go down 90 after wins, and we'll play this like it's a $10 table. But we're going to chop pairs and trips. So we had no bet here, and then the pair did not chop, and so I'm going to take this down as a $100 loss. So then we're going to go up, Dell & Bearing up to $200 bet, and it chopped the triple. And so that's a win of $200. So we're up $100 now, and the next bet is 110, because we're going to go down $90. And so this won't take long. Oops, there we go. Straight up winner of 110. So now I'm going to go down 90 again to $20. And there's a loss. So we lost 20. Now I'm going to go up to 120, and we chop that triple. So that's a plus 120. So the next bet is down 90. So it's a $30 bet, down $90 from the 120. And we won with that pair. At the $30 level, we're just going to go down to 20, and we won with it. And there's a chop pair right there at 10. So we lost 100, then we won 200. We're up 100, then we won 110. We're up 210. We lost 20. We're up 190. We won 120. We're up 310. We're up 340. We're up 360. We're up 370 on the chops. So we won $400 tonight playing right here, playing actuarial. But if we went back and said, okay, if we started here playing chop pair, chop triplet, well, then we won over $400 this way too. So it really didn't matter which way we played, because we have the right selections to win. And the Dell & Bear, the way we're playing it, no matter how you play, just so you give it a little more space. I've made some mistakes a couple of times cramping the Dell & Bear, like saying up $50, down 40. That's a little bit too tight. So we give it a little more space tonight. I ideally would prefer it to be up $400, down 300, and or even when we had the $1 million, up $5,000, down 4. That's ideal. And so, guys, don't even respond to this. It's okay. Don't even respond to any of this. there's a sapper inside the wire, and just let them go on. It's all okay. Um, I have made no money off of this for almost 3 years now. I never intended to make any money at it. I intended to develop a roulette strategy at the beginning that could win for us. And the more we played roulette, the more we realized that if we had one half of the roulette wheel be banker and one half be player and have no zeros, we would have baccarat. And in that kind of a game, you can only imagine how much you would win if you only had two pockets on a roulette wheel. I mean, we'd be living in a roulette wheel. Well, that's what you do when you're playing baccarat. If you have the right selection session, like we have now, and I'm still fine with chop pair, sit out the triplet, and chop the quad and chop the quint. The one thing that I find a little spooky about it's the three series. I don't like losing three bets. The three bet loss can get you in some trouble, and so I like to play the two bet thing, and I do like the actuarial. I do like merging the actuarial with the chop bets, and so once again, to all you guys out there, Chuck and Soup and Kevin and Casey, Steve and Bill Latta, to all you guys who have some ideas about the actuarial, send me a note tonight. I got a couple of meetings to go to. Some people want to celebrate the Hoosiers winning at Iowa today. It was a heart-stopping, great win on the road, and it was a good win, and the town's pretty buzzing about it. So I got some friends who want to see me tonight, so I'm going to do that and have some fun and celebrate that. All of you guys celebrate everything that you are. Celebrate all the goodness of you, and all the goodness that we are building in this kingdom, because we're going to be bringing it toward ahead and decide what our next steps are. Of course, I love you all, and as I'm doing right now, turn the other cheek. It's all good. There's no problems. And so, good night to all of you. Love you all. Chuck Ritter, worked for him. Yes, sir. Chuck Ritter took down the money a couple of times. Thank you, Mike C. I enjoyed it. And Gil, Trish, love you. Don Montgomery, I might not have seen you come in, buddy. Thanks, man. So I love you all. You guys have a great Saturday night. And I will be back with you tomorrow night, because I think some guys are going to chime in and say, here's where you went wrong, or maybe it looked right tonight. I don't know. But the actuarial is something that could work for us, but it also could be dangerous if I get it wrong. And I don't like getting things wrong. So thanks, Gary Sherinian. Ron, have a good night. To all of you, the King wishes you well, always.